It's now 10:45. The morning session has now concluded from 9 till 10:45. Next session is 11 till 12:45, which is the session that I paid for to get in. And at the moment they're actually cleaning the ice, or zomboing the ice. And I was told before that they were having a problem with the zombori. It looks like it's working at the moment. So I might be lucky and have a rink to myself today, which is very rare. I know in Canada I usually get the rink to myself a lot, and sometimes I'll have the rink to myself at other ice rinks as well, and the ski resorts. But if I get the rink to myself today, yes. Not that I do much. Yeah, so we'll see. But this is actually the ice zoo. It's actually in an old, I don't know what you call it, you know, those industrial warehouses where they have the docks, where the trucks go inside. This is an old shed which used to be looks like a warehouse, but it is perfect for an ice skating rink, even if it's temporary. Apparently they're moving to Wolli Creek, so I'm going to make the most of this until they move to their permanent Olympic size rink. This rink is not Olympic size, even though it's not a small rink, it's not actually Olympic size. Yeah, so there's a bit of decoration, there's a party room in there. I think the toilet's around the corner, and also upstairs there's a skate shop which is run independently, so you can get your skate sharpened. So basically this rink does the job, even though it's a little bit more difficult to get to for me because I'm very close to the Macquarie shopping centre. But I will try and make it to Coffee Club next week, which starts at 9 to I think 10:45. No, yes, I think it's 10:45, yeah, with Coffee Club classes starting at 10 o'clock, I think. I think it's a 45-minute class. So yeah, so that's it from me for now, and thanks for watching. It's now 12:40. The session ends at 12:45. I got off the ice a little bit early because I wanted to stretch my feet out because my boots are still very stiff and I'm still getting sore feet from them because getting used to them. Once I'm on the ice for about half an hour, they seem to be okay and they don't hurt anymore, but when I put them on, they actually hurt a lot. They're not the best pair of skates I've had, but they were the only pair I could find almost that would fit me in Canada. So I'm still getting used to it. I've only skated them on I think 4 times now, but very infrequently, maybe once a month since I got back from Canada. So yeah, now I'm going to head back to Sydenham and catch the metro back to Chatswood, because I think there's a bus outside, so I can just catch the bus to Sydenham and then get the metro straight from Sydenham to Chatswood instead of walking back to Mascot and then taking the train back to Central and then getting another train back, or the metro back to Chatswood. So one more look at the ice zoo. Yeah, so what do I think of it? It's a pretty good ice rink considering it's not an Olympic sized ice rink, and it's only a temporary ice rink until they open the new one, which is more permanent at Wolli Creek. A pity about Macquarie Ice Rink being closed for the winter, but most of the people from Macquarie are actually coming here to the ice zoo now. I am going to try and make it to Coffee Club next Friday if I am still in Sydney. Yeah, and I probably will come here again a little bit more frequently if I can afford the time. I know I've got a very busy schedule during July, I think, and August. No, probably July and September, so we'll see how I go. Thanks for watching. Okay, now it's only 1 o'clock and the session has closed. Instead of having an announcement over the PA system, they actually just have a yell out. But okay, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about why is sports so political? Okay, so there's a lot of politics involved in opening an ice rink in Sydney for some reason, in New South Wales actually. So the information I found out so far is, okay, so this is a temporary rink, but it's closing in a couple of months. So this is the second time that this rink has moved, and it was going to move to Wolli Creek, which was going to be their permanent Olympic-sized rink, but it's only allowed 150 patrons, so that's not economical, and so they've had to rethink that plan. So there's not going to be a permanent rink at Wolli Creek now, as far as I know, from who I spoke to, who I think he was the president of the ice skating club of Macquarie. So now there's only going to be one rink probably, and that is out at Liverpool in the middle of nowhere. There is no public transport. Well, there is, but it'll take me 2 hours to get out there, and it's nowhere near a train station. So that will be the only Olympic ice rink in the whole of New South Wales, I believe. Because Canterbury's no longer. Macquarie shut temporarily because they had apparently a burst water main in the higher section, so they had to close 2 weeks earlier. But they're due to reopen in October, and they could have a soft opening apparently in September. But who knows? But yeah, so Sydney is going to be without an ice rink for at least a few months, it looks like. But we'll have to keep an eye out on news to see what happens. It's not good news. So I better make the most of this in the next 2 months before it shuts down. So what's happening is this site has been sold, this site here, and it's not going to be redeveloped. So therefore the ice rink has to move out. It's a temporary venue. So that was the problem. Yeah, I didn't know ice skating was so political. Then again, I didn't know when I was doing dragon boat rowing that it was so political as well. So thanks for watching for now, and here is the last view of the outside of the temporary ice skating rink, which is not Olympic size. Thanks for watching.